Hey guys, making a short instructional video on the AN PRC-152 Alpha, which is made by TCA. It's the knockoff version of the Falcon 3 Harris radio. So as you can see, it comes with its own case, comes with a charger, cable. Doesn't come with the programming cable, but I went ahead and cut out a section and I got the programming cable. I'm just waiting on the software now for it. But anyway, so comes with everything you see here, minus the programming cable because it's still on the screwdriver. Comes with a charging cable, and it comes with the charger itself, which you would just take this, obviously, and seat it just like you would normally do a Harris charger like that, right? As you can see, it all clicks in, right? So just an instructional video on how all this works. So the unit housing is metal, so what I can only assume to be aluminum because it's definitely not steel. It's not quite heavy enough, but as you can see, you have the 6-pin push to talk, everything there. So plain text, program mode, or crypttext. Now the crypttext mode, what it'll do is create a gargling sound. So it makes your voice sound robotic. From what I've heard, it also makes it sound like a robotic underwater. So if you don't want people that aren't also sharing the same thing with you or in that same mode on that frequency to hear, and they don't have a PRC-152, it'll make it very difficult for them to be able to get any intelligible information, I guess you could say. So it'll be very hard to hear exactly what you're trying to say. So there's a data link here. Some people talk about the programming cable as the data link. What I have found is there is a key display unit, which I'll be getting one of those at some point in time. Also, there's a antenna displacement cord. So if you carry this on the front of you, you don't want to have that flipping antenna broken off, because as you can see, it's not really that solid, I guess you could say. So it's something I'm worried about breaking. Not specifically the lower section, but the upper section. And as if you could just see how that just went on, it's a pain in the ass. So obviously it's in the off mode. I don't have a push to talk, but they make push to talks and stuff like that. I should mention that the Peltor contacts, if you will, the Peltor 6-pin will not be the same. Because it takes a weird 6-pin and it's like really, really expensive. So remember, this is all just a cheap knockoff version of the actual radio. So whip antenna connected, take the battery, seat it take the battery, as you can see right there, it's got these, it goes down. So you're going to want to take it, seat it like that, and just snap it all the way in. Make sure that it actually clips in, and so on and so forth. All right, now we'll move on to some of the other things, such as when I power it on, I have a customized display message, which I prefer everybody not see at this point. But anyways, so if you want to set a channel or anything like that, you can do so in just the frequency mode. But then there's the channel mode. So the channel mode allows you to store up to 128 channels on the unit. So that's a lot of flipping channels. For anybody that knows anything about radios in general, that is a lot of channels to have stored on a single unit. So you can put them to whatever you want. So as you can see, 16 is showing 16, but I have 128 options that I can store at one time. So this button here will allow you to switch between. So up goes up, down goes down, down again does nothing, obviously. So up, down, up, down, so on and so forth, right? So I'm pretty sure you can, it's pretty self-explanatory from there. So anyways, obviously the push to talk is here. I have not been able to get sound through the speaker, so I don't really know what's up with that, or be able to send sound through any of the mics. So I don't know if there's an actual mic system or what's going on with it. I'll have to get a hold of TCA and see what they have to say about it. Anyways, so we have her set in plain text, as you can see right there. Some people were talking about how that button gets flipped. I have a radio pouch that sends 2 elastic bands up that fit down between the push to talk pin and the antenna, and I've not had any problems with that switching back and forth, so I don't really know what that's all about. So anyways, so let's say you want to put a channel in. Let's see if we can find, we'll go with 154. So you go back to the frequency mode. So we'll go to 154.454. What you're going to do at this point, you want to store that channel. Obviously, hold on. 154.454. Huh. Interesting. It doesn't allow you to go to that level. Anyways, so here we are, 450. Not a big deal. So what you want to then do is to be able to store that channel is you're going to hit menu or clear, the clear button here, and then you're going to hold enter. And it'll give you a whole array of options here. So I'm going to show you. We're going to go down a little bit. 4, 3, 2, 1, 128. So you can store up to 128 different frequencies on this radio and then name them as well. So we're just going to go with, I think number 10 was the last one I used. We'll just make this one number 20. Yeah, let's go with number 20. Sounds good. And then you're going to hold the enter button, and then that will take you here to this mode, right? So to name the channel, you're going to hit clear, which will bring you to menu 3, 0, and now you'll be able to channel name. So you're going to hit clear again, then I'll take you down, see where the arrow is. So when I hit clear, it jumps between, right? So channel mode or whatever it might be, and then as you can see, I can change the characters. We'll just call it Z, right? Hold it. Oh, whoops, wrong. Sorry, guys. And then you click clear again, and then you go back. You can see this is channel Z, so on and so forth. So that's all of that works. Apparently you can listen to radio in this. I'm having a little bit of trouble figuring out how all that works. I believe it's just, like I said, I've got to deep dive into the radio some more. But as you can see, it's got you can cradle it for charging while it's all together, so on and so forth. But that's pretty much all I have for now on it. I'll have to deep dive a little bit more. So somebody said this is just pretty much a Baofeng with Harris body and so on and so forth. So yeah, yep, I'll have to agree in a lot of things, but it's got a lot of other functions and features, things that you can't do with the Baofeng, which are pretty awesome. I'm going to deep dive into those at some other time, but that's pretty much how all this works. All right, till next time, guys. Thanks.